Good morning, team. Wednesday, April 29th. Let's get right into our workout explanation and remind you about small business support at the end of our video. 5 to 7 rounds, a lot of pushing today. We have 4 exercises. We're going to go overhead press, condition with shuffle touch. We're going to go Bulgarian split squat, so we're pushing with our legs. We're going to go 20 alternating V-ups. That's 1 round, 5 minimum. Then, after your 5th, 6th, 7th or more rounds, we've got a 10-minute running clock where we're just kind of down on our knees doing all various push-ups. We're going to go over all of this, make sure we know what we're doing. Now, in the 5 to 7 round, 4 exercise segment, 10 overhead press. Some of you will overhead press with 1 object. Some of you will have independent objects like 2 dumbbells or kettlebells. Some of you will have a straight bar. If you do have a straight bar, you can overhead press palms out or palms in. You could also, if you have independent weights like kettlebells or dumbbells, you can go palms out, palms in, or neutral. You can go both at the same time. You can do 1 at a time, or you can do both at the same time in opposite directions, which is a seesaw movement, a seesaw overhead press. 10 is a good number unless you want to play around with that number. If it's too heavy, cut it way down. We are going to be doing a lot of rounds. It will build up. Max shuffle touch. Do as many as you can until you burn out. If you do that, it'll burn up those muscles in your lower body, making the Bulgarian split squats even tougher. Whenever you do legs 1 at a time, like a Bulgarian split squat, it's amazing for strength. 20 alternating V-ups, kind of like big scissor kicks with your upper body involved, is also a minimum number. And then again, we've got various push-ups. Let's go over the whole thing right now together. Okay, so for the circuit, we have 4 exercises. We're going to do 5 rounds minimum. At the end of each round, take a 2-minute break, but in between the exercises, keep your breaks to 30 to 60 seconds. First exercise, overhead press. One of the ways I want you to consider doing overhead press today is down on your knees. It really isolates your upper body. It allows these lower body muscles to disengage, which is good because we have shuffle touch on deck. So we're going to go overhead press all the way up, halfway down, all the way up. I'm just going to go lower so I can see you. All the way up, halfway down, all the way up. Try overhead press today from this position. Whether you're working 2 arms at the same time or 1, because we're doing 5 to 7 rounds, you can do it differently every time. If you have dumbbells or kettlebells, try a neutral push. Try a palms in, palms out, vary it. 10 reps minimum, but you can play around with that number dramatically based on the weight you're using. You can do as few as 2 to 5 reps if it really begins to build up and if it's really heavy. In the first set, do as many reps as you can to really tire those muscles and to shock those muscles so that the other sets are a good challenge. Exercise 2, shuffle touch. We want to make sure we get a really good shuffle, fold and touch, get all 10 fingertips to touch the ground. Let's make sure we're still recording. We are. Okay, exercise 2, shuffle touch. Keep your nose straight ahead, shuffle, get down, get the pads of your fingers to touch the ground. Bend your knees, don't fold at the waist. Don't fold too much. What gets you down is bending your knees. You're going for max reps. Do as many as you can, heart rate up. Let me get a bench for exercise 3. Bulgarian split squats, I'm going to use this upside down planter. Just want to get off the ground a minimum of 12 inches. We want to get our foot flat if possible. We want to hold an object in front if possible, and we want to bend both knees. Focus on both knees bending with good upper body posture. Keep your nose over your front set of toes and really isolate the front leg. Put all of the weight on that front leg, drop and really drive and focus on a good press. You can hold weight in front or down at your sides if you have 2 things like a suitcase squat. Station 3, that's going to be 5 minimum on each side, Bulgarian split squats. Station 4, alternating V-ups. You want to make sure we get to 20. You can count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 on your way to 20. If it's too easy, don't let anything touch the ground, but get real close. So shoulders, head, hands off the ground, legs off the ground. We go 1, go back but don't touch. 2, 3, 4 on our way to 20 minimum. Rest a minute or less, getting to round 2. Now, after you finish 5 to 7 rounds, we're going to get down on our knees and we're going to run a 10-minute clock. And we're just going to rest in this position and do as many push-ups as we can. Now, when you do flat push-ups, regular flat plank-like push-ups, you can have regular spacing, wide, diamond right under your chest, and staggered. So you want to try all those. Regular, wide, diamond, and staggered right hand up, staggered left hand up. So there are various options in a flat position. You can pretty much do all of those also on a down angle. We've done these, I believe, last week. We can vary all of our angles. Wide, close, staggered. On an up angle, you really can't vary your grip, but it's good for the bottom of your chest. So think about the bottom of your chest when you're on an upward angle. Get onto your tippy toes and press. Think about the bottom of your chest. So when you're on this up angle, you're thinking about the bottom of your chest. When your hands are on the ground and your feet are up on a down angle, think about the top of your chest. When you do a regular push-up and you're flat in plank position, picture all across the center of your chest getting a good stretch. Let's review everything together right now at the board. When you spend a lot of time on push-ups, you might do as few as 5 reps or even less because you start to get really tired. So spend some time flat, incline, decline, and spend some time in these different positions with your hands. Staggered here at the end, it says. So in a flat position, up down angle position, don't forget staggered. We've got regular spacing, wide, diamond, which is really tough, and staggered. When you're in that up angle, when your hands are up and your feet are down, think about the bottom of your chest. When you're in a down angle with your feet elevated, think about the top of your chest. 10 minutes, work as hard as you can today. What we've decided to do to help small business is think about the people that you can get a check to through Venmo or a direct mail check. It could be bartenders, for those of you that go to bars too often to the point where you're friends with bartenders. It could also be, we're really focused on hairdressers, people that do your nails and stuff like that. Try to get a check in the mail or a Venmo to that person who you see every couple of weeks, like the person that cuts your hair, does your nails, gives you a pedicure, whatever it may be. Send me pictures, let me know who you're taking care of. Text me back, let me know who you Venmo'd so we can give you a shout on our Instagram story. Send me pictures and videos today. Have a great day. We're going to get some rain maybe for a couple of days, but an incredible weekend coming up. I will see you tomorrow. Great job, everybody.